Hi, this is a notice to the police constabularies of England and Wales and Scotland too. And this notice is to notify them of their potential personal criminal liability of the constables of each constabulary and the criminal liability of each constabulary. All constabularies and constables should take note of the crime report which was drawn up by Chris Coverdale, a lawyer and expert in international war law, at the URL address http://www.makewarshistory.org.uk/index/crime-report.html. Your conduct appears to be conduct ancillary to war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocide, and complicity in crimes against the peace. This notice is to make sure you fully know the implications of your conduct so that you can act accordingly. It is quite clear that any person or corporation collecting or paying tax, fines, levies and the like to a government who are committing war crimes is committing the crime of conduct ancillary to genocide, conduct ancillary to crimes against humanity, and conduct ancillary to war crimes, which are 3 crimes under Section 52 of the International Criminal Court Act 2001, and complicity to crimes against peace, which is a criminal offence under the Nuremberg Principles. Article 24, Chapter 6 of the Manual of Military Law applies to every British citizen and taxpayer, as well as to every serviceman and woman. This means that if a government embarks on an illegal war, anyone who cooperates with the government that wages a war of aggression is complicit in a crime against peace and is criminally liable as an accessory to war crimes. As the judges at Nuremberg explained when convicting Germany's leaders for breaches of laws of war, I quote, "The very essence of the London Charter is that individuals have international duties which transcend the national obligations of obedience imposed by the individual state. He who violates the laws of war cannot obtain immunity while acting in pursuance of the authority of the state, if the state authorizing action moves outside its competence under international law. As you all well are aware, ignorance of the law and your own statutes is no excuse. However, a court will show leniency if an offender can prove that as soon as they found out about their personal criminal liability, they took action and renounced their support of the crimes, halted all taxes and financial assistance to the government, and joined in national action to halt the killing and arrest the killers, which includes government cabinet ministers like the Home Secretary." That's the end of the notice. Now, I don't have much of a problem with the police when they're acting in their common law jurisdiction of the office of constable. But I do have a problem with police officers acting in their corporate capacity, particularly when they are helping the government to commit war crimes, crimes against humanity, crimes against the peace, and genocide, and helping the government commit treason and sedition. Now, I'm sure there's many police constables out there who agree with what I've just said, but feel like their hands are tied. Well, the duty of every constable is to uphold the law and to investigate crimes and to arrest anyone who commits a crime, which includes their superior officers. Unfortunately, many people these days prefer inaction because it might cost them their job. Well, eventually the time will come when those who are committing war crimes will be tried, and not only will they be tried, but those whose conduct was ancillary to those crimes will also be tried. And those politicians that committed sedition and treason, and those politicians who still are, will be tried. And those who aided and abetted and compounded the treason, such as the senior police officers in this country of the United Kingdom, will also be tried as well. So at some point, some of yous are going to have to decide which side of the fence you're going to sit on. If you're operating from the heart and you love England, or you love Wales or Scotland, wherever you are from, and you love the people of that nation, you will do the right thing. Obviously those who aren't won't do the right thing. So I call upon all of the police officers, the police constables, who have high regard for their office and their oath, to start networking and start finding ways of taking action, which is your duty to do so. So thank you, and until the next time.